Clap it up. And why are we clapping? Because we have hit another milestone. It's a small one, but a one at least, you know. It's a milestone's a milestone in my eyes. And what is that milestone, Solitude? What is that milestone? Not one, not two, but 300 people. It's a lot. Have subscribed. That's might not be a lot to a lot of people, but like, imagine 300 niggas digging in your ass. I'm childish, I'm sorry. But like, imagine 300 people giving you kudos. They like your content, they like the clothes you do, they like just you in general. You start feeling like that dude, you start feeling like that kid, right? Exactly. So confidence is key when you want to be something. And you know what I want to be? Free. I want to be free. Free of pain, free of famine, free of starvation, free of shackles, free of bills. Excuse me. Free of everything that makes somebody sad. But I know I have to work for that freedom. It's either I cause enough pain to the point where I get taken out, or I cause enough positivity and joy that I'm seen as something more than what I am now. And that, my friends, is the start of something bigger. Something bigger than you and me. You and I. Tight shit. But all jokes aside, that is a great accomplishment in my eyes, you know? You know, it might be small now, but like, shit. We'll probably stop making videos once the music start going crazy. Cause I know if I like it, then y'all gonna like it. If that shit sound crazy to me, it's gonna sound the same to you, you know? So, you know, most artists are scared to overhype their stuff in case it flops, but I just know. It's not confidence or arrogance, it's just me knowing how to go viral. The virality of understanding the online presence of a being. Right? People don't understand social cues when it's face to face, but you know, when you're so deep in the internet, it tends to corrode your mind in a self-inducing way to the point where you forget what social cues are. But I won't. Even though this mental is rotten, so to speak, it's good enough to understand and how to coerce people into seeing me into the ways of becoming a cult-like fan base, you know? My legion of, so to speak. You know, it's usually seen as cringy though, you know what I'm saying? But people only make it cringy when they overuse it or they try to make it their own thing. You know, be yourself, don't copy anybody else. And it's hard to be yourself when there's nothing but a bunch of copycats everywhere. You know? But there's no such thing as a self-self when you get everything from everybody else. The way I see it is, how can you be yourself when you don't know yourself? Oh, you see that lock right there? That lock getting long. Hey, I get a retwist, it's up. I'm trying to tell you. Crazy man, hunting down on the floor for you. But man, It wasn't. It wasn't gonna be nothing spectacular, you know. It wasn't gonna be nothing spectacular. But thank you for 300. You know, it's a small thing, but hey, for a hobby, we're doing pretty good. I'm just saying. The appreciation will be bigger and more extravagant when we figure it out, you know? Because I feel like everybody tends to put it on a facade when the camera's on, you know? They tend to be super energetic or super noteworthy or super edgy. Nobody's in the middle anymore, you know? So you're super over exaggerating, or you're just completely monotone and mellowed out to the point where you're just completely nonchalant, you know? Well, with my voice, it might be different. It's a little TT. Nobody's is either you're too self-aware to the point where you think everything is cringy, or you're not self-aware enough to the point nothing's cringy. Right? But we should be allowed to post anything cringy to be ourselves, you know? Without error, how do we evolve? That's it. Without error, how do we evolve? You know? It used to be hard for me to watch my videos after I post. I'm like, this shit is ass. But now, I don't even watch them because I just know they bangers, in my opinion. But my opinion is fact since I created it. You know, the conceitedness, the narcissistic tendencies we all have in our brain. It might not show as we age, but it's more potent the younger you are. So right now, it's the most potent it can ever be. Let me be conceited in peace, they say. While I raise the beast and I try to let it sleep. Amongst my eyes, I can tell they despise me, but once again, they won't tell me. That's a bar right there. That's one of the bars. Each video got a bar in it, gang. You know what I'm saying? It got a little bit of poetry, something from the book, or just a random lyric that I got in one of my songs. You know? I think it's the comprehension of understanding the individual of what they're speaking about that kind of misalludes everything. I think the world is just a big misconnect that's connected off of false realities. So the things that is supposed to be connected on are intertwined. And then once it intertwined, it tends to trip the others. But once you allude to it and you fix it, semi-fix it, there's always a spot missing. Because there's always a spot missing, two connected on one, and there's always a spot missing. So once you fix it, the alignment might be correct, but it might be slightly off to the point where it's loose, and the connection is never, ever going to be the same. It's like when you break an arm. You might get it fixed, but you always have a scar. I remember I bust my hand on a weight one time when I was working out with my father. And it was this finger. I don't think you can tell. You can kind of tell. Yeah, let's get it close to the camera. You see, it's kind of just like a piece of meat that's hanging. You see it? It looks all ugly and weird. You can barely tell though. My favorite finger now, because I'm left-handed. So all the damage to my body is always on the left side because I'm left-dominated. I guess I don't know. But with that, you know, the scar shows your endurance. It shows the vigor. It shows the power you held. It shows that you can overcome something. It may heal, it may fade, but the memories shall ever stay. You know what I'm saying? Oh, the wisdom head you, stupid ass. Who does this guy think he is? Honestly, I don't know. Right? Maybe we just watch too many movies and everything's a cliche and everything's a quote over quote, you know? Where everything's too woke to be quoted. Was that not fire? No? You hating, it don't matter. Faded, faded, faded. Has any of my hair popped off? No. Has it been close to popping off? Yes. But I've been moisturizing, keeping it nice. Like, I call it freeform, semi-freeform. You know, you got some that's dangling all, but look, that bit powerful. You can't. It might look weak, but sometimes the skinniest ones are the strongest. It's like, oh my god, shit's hanging off a thread. But the whole time, you just being misled. You know? Some look thin, some are stronger, and then some are super thick, you know? But whatever it is, just know. It's the illusion of seeing what it truly is that confuses the mind, right? It might sound like a vague statement now, but you'll understand it once, sooner or later. You'll understand. Sooner or later, you'll understand. But anyway, enough with the yapping. I appreciate you for liking, viewing, commenting, and getting us to 300 individuals liking this ugly mug enough to subscribe. I know that's crazy. That's crazy. Who would have thunk it? Not more. But anyway, it's great talking to you. And we'll see you. Oh, it's Friday, so double uploads coming this weekend. Yeah, be ready for that. Anything else? No. But just know, I'll see you tomorrow.